YouTube, my mouth is behind what I'm saying. It's kind of freaking me out. Okay, yeah, that is okay, hang on, guys. Nick, can you raise that up a little bit for me, please? The top one, just a bit, so that I'm still in there. Okay, wait. It's still way in the way. Well, that's okay. You can kind of see, but it's like way up high. Weird. I don't know why. Don't have that problem other weeks. So there you go. There you go. Happy Wednesday. Always seems to be something. You can see it hanging in space on that one, and then it's way up higher as well. So weird, just the way it goes. Indication of my week so far. Hopefully you guys are having a good week. That would be lovely. Things have been fairly stable in the shop. I'm trying to think if there was new product from a maker's perspective this week. No, we got the final Jamie Ray vintage paper in, which was Marie Antoinette, the rice paper that we were waiting for. So that has arrived. So we've got all of those in stock right now. And I'm excited about the warmer weather because it means I can reorder the DIY top coats. I still have a couple. I judged it pretty well over the course of the winter, but I'm in the getting depleted zone. But can't order them during the winter because I can't have them freeze. So I've been waiting. But I'm feeling confident right now that we're not going to have another deep freeze. Should be good, right? But it also has to be good between here and the West Coast. And I think that there's still some snow some places. So I'm close. I'm getting closer. So this week, oh, Nick, could you do me a favor and go and grab one of the boots for me? Just kind of lift it up by the bottom instep. So Monday's video, hopefully you guys caught it. If not, go and watch it. I had it in my head to make cement planters just over there on the floor, right beside the white chair. So I had it in my head to make cement planters from boots. I just have wanted to do this for ages. I don't know why. These things get stuck in my head and I can't let them go. So then my youngest son was done with his cowboy boots. They were all wrecked and holes in the bottom, and they were unfixable. So he got a new pair, and I decided I would turn these into planters, and I did both of them. So the other one is a little bit bent over, and I did it in a video for you. So this is Monday's video. They turned out awesome. They weren't without challenges along the way. One of the biggest being, these are big honking boots. I would suggest if you are doing this, pick someone with smaller feet, not size 13 monstrosities, because they end up being super, super heavy. That's a lot of weight. It's fine because they're pretty much for him anyway. I'll have them on my patio while he still lives with me, and when he moves, he can take them with him. And it was a super amount of fun, but it also meant I kind of experimented because I had extra cement. So I started putting them into the molds, and I did, some candles and, tea light holders with the excess. But catch that video. If it's something that you've ever thought, go with a hiking boot. The big tall part is hard because until it really cures, it's still sort of fragile. But I liked how they turned out. It turned out better than I thought it was going to. Midway through the project, I was pretty convinced it was a bust. So that was Monday's video. Last Friday's video, was a thrift flip that was labeled For the Birds, because it was all about ideas for bird feeders, bird houses, that kind of thing. And it all started from this little guy. My mother had these blown glass goblets. So they're super tall, and she snapped the stem and was throwing it out, and I just couldn't do that. So I took it with the idea and the intent of creating a project. And I started off with this one with the idea of seeds and little bird feeder, and it's weighted. So lovely that way. I'm trying to see pricing. So $16 in the store. Delicate to ship though. This glass goblet is fragile. I think now that it's finished, this would be beautiful with a tea light in it. Like those blue speckles and things, those would just simply be gorgeous, right? But that was, sorry, I'm just trying to put that down carefully. There's a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna get you to take this one when I'm done with it, because it's super heavy and big. This one is definitely solid. So we've anchored a couple of the last pieces from this big, huge metal lamp that I had taken apart. I had used last summer 2 of the pieces to create a really huge pedestal planter. And I had these last 2 pieces. So I've kind of Frankensteined all these thrifted items together and then did this sort of concrete finish with it. I think that this would be lovely as a bird feeder, lots of places for them to perch. You could turn it into a bird bath if you were so inclined, but you would need to do a sealer inside. I mean, it's sealed because it's all in one paints and things, but I don't think that it's waterproof enough. So you need to do that. But you know what? As much as it started out for the birds, I really think this would be a beautiful planter as well. Like a big floral in there would be gorgeous out on the patio. I, as well, decided that I wanted to figure out how to be able to drill through porcelain and pottery and that sort of thing. So these next 2 projects, that was the scary part for me, because I really thought I would shatter things or I would crack them. This guy, oh, I can't remember how much that big pottery one was, Nick, that you just took away.
I'll tell you.
Okay, so he's going to look that up. So this is on a stake. Still got the little screw to help you to be able to just go into the garden bed somewhere and be able to use the teacup as a bird feeder. And I've seen people do it with the glue, and that didn't strike me as being particularly sturdy. I don't know, one hefty bird. So we drilled through the pottery, through the porcelain here and through the plate, and you right down into the wood as well, so that it's nice and sturdy and ready to go. This one is $12.
15.
The big gray one with the birds, that one's 15.
Although it's only seated, you can make this week.
Sorry?
You did not put it in this week.
Oh, I should have. So most of these things are all on, well, all of them are on queenbeecreationshome.com. And I have the new this week category at the very top that I keep just for the 20 or so new items each week. Nick said that one gray bird feeder planter, I didn't put in there. It's in the handmade category though, and it's probably also in the floral category. This one, I had this teapot. So this is just a beautiful, gorgeous, multi-toned pottery teapot. So handcrafted. It's beautiful. It's heavy. It's solid. And trust me, because I had to drill 2 holes through it, and it was scary because it's got a crack in the base, so you couldn't use it as a teapot anymore, and I just couldn't throw it out. It was one of those things where it's still gorgeous. So instead, we turned it into a birdhouse. I managed to to drill the holes in it. I was very proud of myself. It was not easy, and I was using all of my full weight leaning into that sucker, so that was hard. And then the backing is from a torn apart chair that one of my customers brought me the wood pieces in. So love that. So it's all kind of recycled, reused, creating a beautiful birdhouse. The spout is awesome because it allows any water that gets in there to drain away. And this baby is $28. Okay. It's hot in here. It's getting hot. Which reminds me, yes, he's nodding his head already. It means maybe it's getting time that we have to start putting the air conditioner into the window in the front room. That front room was quite mount onto a wall, and it's a faux spigot. This is from porcelain from Italy. It's got the cutouts. It actually has a lid, so you could use it as a decor piece solid on the wall, or you could remove the lid and you could add some florals to it if you wanted. So this is in the shop for $12.50, and it's just a really nice porcelain piece, kind of in that very traditional look, and kind of going from that to the direct opposite in decor is this farmer's market. So it says farmer's market, fresh, healthy, in raised lettering on this metal milk can. It's aged, it's distressed. It was designed that way. It's got some rusted patina on it, which I love. So just super cute. You could use it outdoors. You could use it indoors. You could use it as a planter if you wanted, or just as a decor item in the home, whatever. I love this. $8 for this. Okay. I'm looking around kind of going, okay, there's some really different stuff. So Nick, if you could take this down so then I could have a little bit of space, that would be awesome. All right, this guy. So this is a Salter scale from England, and it is a true scale. So each of these little brass dishes removes. It can do the weighted balance. Under here, right here, you can see this kind of little container. It unscrews, and there are actual little metal pieces in there, which you probably use to balance things out. So it doesn't have like the big heavy weights that go with it, but it does have all kinds of little metal pieces balanced in there. I think this is a super cute, oh, why did I put that on the bottom? Super cute decor item where, I mean, it's functional, but you know, you have some plants in there, you have a candle here and some plants, a little vignette. And I looked on the bottom and I forgot already, $25 for that. Super, super cute, super unique. I mean, if you had your own chickens, you could put your little eggs in there on the kitchen counter. That would be adorable too. So I don't know why I thought of chickens and eggs, but you know, especially if you had like the blue eggs, that would be adorable. This guy, this is a handmade pottery piece. It does have the maker's stamp on the bottom. I wasn't able to track down whose it was, but it's in these soft muted plums and blues and beiges, lovely detailing on there. And it actually has softly rounded cut edges. So it's actually octagonal around this midsection. It's $14 in the shop, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful little vase. I have some cool pottery pieces today. So that's one. I've got a big Mama Gem I've got to uncover, but I love it. Wait till you see it. These little fish are Bellicasa from Gans, $6.50 for the two. They're adorable. They're kind of like in uh, a white that's been a little bit weathered, so it's got like some faux distressing, and then it's got the silver tail. And selling both of those as a pair for $6.50. This, oh, because I have him tucked away, so while I notice him, let me grab him. So we've got this little different styled fairy light. So it's got the metal holder that this is going to slide on rather than just glass on glass. It's in a matte pink, so in a frosted pink finish for $9 for that cute little tea light. And then we have this ceramic napkin holder. It's got a different pattern on each side, although they're coordinating in kind of the light greens with a little bit of leaves and growth and some florals and some patterning. So super cute for that. $6. We're kind of moving into the season where napkin holders are a little bit more necessary so they're not blowing all over your backyard entirely. I happen to have another little grater plate. This one is from France. The last one I had, I think, was Portugal, sold right away. This is a little grater plate. So for grating your ginger, your garlic, your wasabi, your horseradish, anything like that, $4 for that little guy. Nice bright colors on it. This guy is also $8, and it is in awesome shape. It's from Japan, and it's got the little thatched houses and the little cutout for the spoons. So two little jam pots in the faded blue, just nice little cute cottages, super cute. This guy looks like a big film canister. This is from Pottery Barn, actually. So $14. And it is a set of 4 different movie plates. And it comes with not just the picture on the front, but it comes with the name of the movie, the year that it was released, it's usually got it. Most of them have like a little quote, like this one, of course, Casablanca has of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine. So pretty famous. These were from 2002, so they are officially vintage. They're in pristine condition. You can see from the pictures that there is the King Kong. So the quote on this one is, I didn't realize they had quotes. This is from 1933. And this is, it wasn't the airplanes, it was beauty killed the beast. So this is the one with Fay Wray. And then I think that there is Singing in the Rain and An American in Paris. So both my fave, Gene Kelly. So cute little film canister. Great for a movie, an old movie buff. $14 for those cocktail plates. So super cute. I love that. I have a set of 4 little cotta kind of raised dishes, kind of little shallow bowls, curved plates. I just called them dishes to get away with it. They're nice and weathered. You know, they've got like this, each of them is different and unique. They've got this mottled look. $4.50. I think that these are cute for the backyard. You could put like, use them as tea lights if you wanted for the backyard. I think as well, you could use them as little servers. Because they're terracotta, they're not sealed, they're porous, so you're not using any liquid in them. But at $4.50 for all 4.
Ollie Muir is watching
Hey, Ollie.
Facebook.
Nice to see you on here. Okay, next up, next little pottery item. So super cute little vase. I love this. So I called it a wave vase. I don't know if you can see all the soft waves in that whole middle section. Okay. So sorry, YouTube's down here. Facebook is up here. So just lovely. It's got the dark glazing kind of modeled at the top. It is handmade, and the price didn't stick on the bottom, so it is somewhere over on my floor. Nick will look it up. He was on it before I even said that. So there you go. Okay. Now these guys always do well, and I seem to.
750.
So $7.50 for the little wave vase. These mugs, I came across one, and then I had it sitting there waiting until maybe I could come across the second one, because I seem to find them every so often. So two different patterns of these. These are from the Old Pottery Company. So two different patterns on the outside, both with the kind of the bullseye center, both with the gold handle in that same cream and black. So you've got them coordinating, but contrasting. And we're selling them both together as a pair for $12. Let me tuck them off to the side. Okay. Because I have these beautiful iridescent, I don't know if you can see kind of that pearlized iridescent finish on these. And they've got in a shell pattern, they've got little feet to help it just sit in a nice raised position, so it's nice and stable. It's got some patterning, and like this blue one had beautiful drifting through it as well. So it's got kind of this mottled finish with the iridescent finish on the inside. They are $6 each. So I have one in blue, and I have one in kind of this celadon celery green, and it's got the same drifting of color through it, so it's not just one solid uniform color. And then I have one in the white as well, so you can see better with the white of any of them with some of that patterning. But they're $6 each, so you can pick which one, or two or three as you're looking. Pardon?
They'd be nice salad bowls.
They would be cute little salad bowls, like luncheon salad bowls, if you're, or little side salads. Yeah. Okay, I have another set of little latte mugs. This pair is for $12 too, and they're just cute. I call them sprigs because they're not really florals. They're little sprigs. IOD has a stamp that's kind of like this with the sprigs. Let me show YouTube here. You guys are a little burned out color-wise. There you go. They're just really soft and just perfect going into like the spring and summer season, I think. $12 for the pair. This was my favorite thing I got in this week. I love this. I don't think Rhonda's on, but Rhonda, my daughter-in-law, would love this too. So this is a handmade pottery plate from Jansen, Peter Jansen of PEI. So he still has a pottery house out there. His stuff, so platters this size go for about $200 to $250. This is in kind of like a soft steel blue, just kind of nicely turned. It's got carved leaf design along the rim, and then this almost matte gold embellishment. It is stunning. So it's $35 in the store, and it's a beautiful platter. It is also drilled and got the wire for hanging if you were so inclined, or you just use it as a tabletop display piece or as a legitimate platter, because it would be functional for any of those. But it is stunning. So there's no cracks, no chips, no scrapes, no nothing. Whoever had that hung it on their wall, and they just obviously changed out their decor, and it went, but I wouldn't have parted with that. Okay, so I'm sort of parting with it now, but only because I keep having conversations about I can't own all the things. It's like small house and I'm already packed in here, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, last up is another picture. Now this is a professionally triple matted high quality frame job on this one. This is a signed print by Christine Marshall, who is a Canadian artist who specializes in wildlife. And this one was, yeah, it's an authentic handcrafted Italian custom picture frame. So the frame itself is probably worth a couple of $100 actually, but it's with the deer and the fawn in the woods, and the level of detail on this is just incredible.
Is it original?
No, it's a signed print. So you can see her penciled signature and then the real signature in there. So her stuff also. So this is selling for $45 in the store. The frame is probably worth about $200, and her stuff, just her prints, go for a couple of $100 as well. So I'd love to give you guys deals on good quality, nice artwork. So really decent prints when I can find them, and certainly decent originals when I find them. Mostly because that's what I love. So that's what I bring you. It's just, I grew up with original artwork. My mother's house looks like an art gallery, really. And she has original art under the beds, even because she doesn't have enough wall space for them. So I kind of grew up with that sort of vibe happening. And, I don't have enough walls now in the shop even for some of the artwork that I have, but as well, it's not unusual for somebody to come in and they leave with 3 or 4 pieces. So the last person that bought some artwork left with 4 that I was busily wrapping up for them. Okay, so that's what I've got for you guys this week. I am busy working on this cabinet over there because I've got a couple of furniture pieces that are leaving the front room. So I'm trying to replace them with some newly painted items. So that looks pretty sedate. It's just got its base coat on, but it's jungle themed on the inside of that top cabinet there. I'm turning it into a bookshelf, so it's going to have a fun and funky interior. Because why not? Why not? And then I've got another piece I'll be working on as well to take the place of a dresser that's leaving there kind of mid-May. So I've got a deadline I'm working to, but I'll have a couple of new pieces of furniture to show you that are coming up. And I am filming them so that those of you that like to be able to see the furniture finishes as we go, I'll have some new ones to be able to show you coming up soon. Hopefully this one next week, if I can get in gear. I've only got a couple of days to get that done, but who knows? Maybe I can do it. Thanks for tuning in. I love it. Certainly, I love your support. Thank you guys. It means a lot to me. And I hope to see you next week. Until then, take care.